Well, good evening. Good evening. Good evening to Real Talk with Lequita Taylor. Now, I am your host. I'm really glad we're growing. I thank God for that, and we're having a different guests coming. And God is in. When God is in it, God will not give you a vision without provision. So I thank God for what He is doing. I thank God for the guests that I've had, the ones that are coming on, and my baby today. I've known him since he was a little boy. I'm very close to his auntie, Artist Gilmore. And so we're just happy and watching him. And he's a powerful young man. I was just speaking as I went on. I was saying how even the young cousins and different things, they look up to him as almost a matriarch of his age group. And so he's very positive. He's a positive young man. And I think this evening he will have words that will be encouraging, things that you may do not even understand. He's going to make it real on Real Talk with Laquita Taylor now. So let me say a little bit about my baby. I tease him. I said, the big baby. That's his nickname, honey. He know when he see me coming, I'm going to say it. Well, we have Jalon Turner. He's an awesome young man. I've known him. And one other thing, y'all, I left my glass. They were trying to fight him now. So then they had to type some big old letters so I could see. So when y'all see me squinching, I may have it up here. Don't pay me no attention. I got to see now. We're gonna have a good program. So anyway, he has his own podcast, his own style. Is he and two friends, and they're men talking to men, encouraging men. And I think that's also so. We have Jalan, we have Big Kenny, and we have Curtis. And their podcast is all sides of 5280. I asked him, I'm gonna let him explain when they labeled that, where did that come from? So, good evening, my sweetie. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Now, I'm so excited you're with me, and I've been knowing you, and we just go way back. He is my nephew, so I just appreciate you coming on and talking to us. So, why don't you tell a little bit about what you do and with your podcast and your friends? What do you all do exactly?
We decided to come together and do a podcast on men's mental health. I
Mm-hmm.
feel it's a subject that not too many men like talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like where you can be vulnerable
Yeah.
amongst friends
Mm-hmm.
and just being able to express yourself and just you and your partner sitting around talking.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
So when you was like, okay, we're gonna do this, when you all begin to really talk about it and really say, man, this is deep. People are really going through things. What made you all say, let's do this?
just our conversations that we would have, um, just amongst each other, just hanging out with each other, and I brought it to their attention like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
let's get together and do a podcast
Mm-hmm.
and talk about men's mental health because we all have dealt with trauma growing up.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically all three of us from single parent homes.
Okay. Okay.
So dealing with that, dealing with death, and they've been around me, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I deal with a lot of that.
Yeah.
As you,
Yes. Look.
yeah. So it was just something we decided to come together and just speak on it and let other men know it's okay if you have a little vulnerability
Mm-hmm.
to let that guard down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be tough all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Do you find because when men are going, even my brothers and stuff, men don't cry. Do you think over the years of hearing that be strong, men don't cry, stand up straight, do you think that had a lot of weighing down on them when they wanted to cry but couldn't, and they keep hearing, you strong, what's wrong with you? Stop it. Do you think that could have affected them where it's like, I want to cry, but I can't because
definitely. For me, yes, a lot. Even for Big Kenny and Curtis, we've talked about that. It's just you're the man.
Mm-hmm.
You're the man of the family.
Mm-hmm.
You can't show no weakness.
Yeah.
So you can't break. So they're crying. You got to put it on back burner.
Oh.
Do it in private
Mm-hmm.
because you have to be strong for everyone.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. That's true. And especially, no offense, you look like a big football player, but especially like men that are big.
Yeah.
It's like, what is he doing? Why are you crying? But I'm starting to see now a lot of men are. Even when I get older men at funerals, it's like they're crying. They're looking at, boy, my time. I'm getting older.
Yeah.
It could be, and they hear Precious Lord and tears just rolling. So I think even after a while, you begin to see as season come and seasons go, and you're getting older, friends are dying all around you that you're like, whoa,
Yeah,
this could be me.
yeah, definitely that. I'm still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
crying part, it's a little hard.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. You've been through enough, Jesus.
yeah, and you get kind of numb to it.
Okay.
So I'm still working on myself
Okay.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to ask you, you kind of answered thing, but I need you to see, I mean, they need you to explain, what are you doing as you alone? You can only speak for yourself. We can see others, but we know our true us.
Yeah.
What are you doing to work on mental health? Not only for you, but helping others. What are you doing that's making you grow? You, even your team, the three of y'all, three amigos, and because is it a passion, or what do you think is powerful to help men being with peace? It was sometimes mental, unless you don't take medicine, some people are going crazy. What do you recommend from your experience and your friends talking to men about mental health, talking to them about doing their wives or companions right, talking to them about being positive? You don't have to just be a dog, as we would say.
Well, for me, I can only speak for me, of
Okay.
course. I do take medication. I kind of suffer from depression also.
Mhm.
And then I do speak to a counselor.
Mhm.
Try to do that every other week. I'm a
Okay.
slacking,
Okay.
get back on that. But it helps me. It's just facing those problems
Mhm.
you usually push to the back.
Mhm.
Just facing them and dealing with them,
Okay.
not pushing them down anymore. Because the more you push them down, the worse
Yeah.
it gets.
Yeah. That's true.
That's where the depression starts for some people. Um, but I just do it, just taking medication. I take that every day.
Mhm.
I try to take myself off of it,
Mhm.
but I can feel the
Okay.
difference. I can
Okay.
feel that
Okay.
difference.
Okay.
Um, but just dealing with the problems and not being afraid to speak about them
Mhm.
and just realizing it's okay. And then if you're married, uh, your wife or your spouse, that is your peace.
Mhm.
Should be able to be your peace.
Mhm.
You should be able to go home and decompress.
Now, what happens if you go home and you got a fool? How do you, you know, be real,
Yeah.
keeping it real with Laquita
Yeah.
Taylor. Now, you expecting that piece, you go home, you got somebody, they flipping out. What do you do? Like, do you leave the house and take a ride, or do you say, you make this where sit down, leave me alone?
Either one.
Mhm.
If they acting that crazy, sit down somewhere or
Okay.
move yourself from that situation.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if it keeps happening, that ain't the one for you.
Okay. Okay. Because from your experience, even just with you all talking, that's how people with mental, and you got someone disrespecting you, that's how you can snap and hurt somebody, huh?
I think
Yeah.
I think man or woman, whichever relationship, if it's your husband, if it's your wife, that needs to be your peace.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the one that you need to. Well, anything goes wrong, that's the one you can count on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't have that. And
That's
I think
true.
that's where a lot of mental health comes from men and women, because you need that balance.
Mm-hmm.
Because you deal with everything else in the world,
Mm-hmm.
but when you come home, there should be peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's your person. That's your best friend. That's the one you lay
Yeah, you
down.
and your wife are
Well,
so close. I love y'all. Y'all are comical as he's right there. So I love that about you. Now, does a lot of mental health, this is always interesting to me.
mhm.
Because, I had a couple of brothers, they was crazy. Listen, they was crazy. They was crazy as hell. But they was having problems. But,
Yeah.
now as
Yeah.
it gets more and more, you're really understanding. And so with that, when you have, do you think a lot of trauma or mental comes from a childhood raising where they can't break that? They've been through trauma and beat and everything else, and then they don't snap, they got mental stuff. Do you think that's a lot of the contributing factor to a lot of mental?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think so, especially if you don't deal with it as you get older. As
And
a
what is
child,
not dealing? What's when you're saying not dealing? Is it not talking about, not taking medicine, not going to the
not talking
doctor?
about it. you don't always have to take medicine. Some people just it's how you feel inside.
Okay, okay.
So if you feel
That
medicine
makes
don't
sense.
help you,
Yeah, yeah.
then do it. Don't be afraid to. Like I tell people all the time, I'm like, ooh, I forgot to take my crazy pill today.
Yes, you I would go like that though. So
But it helps me. I know when I'm off of it. But I think childhood trauma is big on it.
man,
Yeah.
that is a trip. Now my brother, a lot of people knew him as High C. This is funny, but it ain't. He would take his medicine. He be seeing ghouls on the. That me be going crazy now. He be seeing ghouls all on the like. You see them things up there, and then I got so tired of hearing about it, and found out. I said, "Yeah, I see him. They show is like, oh, f you, Quitter. You think I'm playing?" But he really was seeing ghouls and that and googles and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think, 10, 15, even 20 years ago, they misdiagnosed a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So they were giving them the prescription was too strong. And like now there's more research, so you can pick the ones you want.
I'm thinking about here. Woo, you don't know what to pick. You just see monsters, child. Who want to be dealing with that all the time?
Nah, I would tell them, I start seeing that, ooh, I need a new one. I need something else.
And then they got some out here, you just like a zombie.
Yeah, you get the ones where you're numb. You don't feel anything. Yeah, it's just like you wake up, you just do what you do, and there's no feeling.
That's dangerous too.
Oh yeah, because it's like there's no feeling. You don't care.
Oh Lord, ladies, if you get, let me say this right now. I know I am not for real, no real talk. Let me tell you, ladies. Oh, you be thinking, oh, he sure is fine. You don't know where that man be in his mind, child. You sit up that thing, you can train him. You better get somebody to sit out and pray to Jesus, because he lose his mind. If somebody wake up numb and they ain't got no feeling, you got to get away from me. Real talk.
Yeah.
That is deep.
Yeah, it's a numbing where you just don't feel nothing. I changed my prescription before because it was, I wake up and it's just like, the house burnt up. Okay.
Ladies, run. Jesus, honey.
Yeah.
That is deep. I did not know that.
Mhm.
Oh, let's move on. Yeah. Ladies, run. Okay. You see a sign. You said, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" They looking at you like, "Who is you?" They ain't giving no compassion, no nothing. Just looking at you crazy. Run. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what really got you where you were? I know when you lost your mother and your father within 5 months of each other. That's deep just by itself. Tell a little bit about that and how you felt. Did you find yourself spiraling down after that? That's like 2 deaths.
Yeah.
You needed your mama and your daddy.
Yeah.
And how did you deal with that? Did it take you on another level?
It did. Losing my mother, that was my best friend.
You just like her too. All right, goodness. Look just like uh-huh.
But that was my best friend. And then I heard a quote someone said, I can't remember who said it, but losing your mother, you restarting your life. Because I went 42 years with her. Now I got to do however long I have left without her.
Yeah.
Because that was
You are.
my person.
Yeah.
And
You were her baby boy.
Yeah. So it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I still want to call her.
Now what about your father? Did it make a difference? I mean, I know you lose them both in 5 months. That's deep.
Yeah.
And you only have one mother, one father.
Yeah.
You got a good mother and a good dad, or you got a no good mama and a no good dad. There's still the reason that you're here.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. You still have to remember that if it was not for them and God, you would not even be here.
Yes.
So did that make a was it heavy on you when they both died? Or was it like more my mama or just God, they're both gone?
Yeah, it was a combination because my mom went first. Hers was unexpected. Out the blue.
Mm-hmm.
I have other siblings.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he was sick. He had cancer. We went out of town and visited him. All of us did. And went down there for a couple of days, hung out with him at the hospital. And we said our piece with him.
Mhm.
And we got back maybe a couple days later.
Mhm.
Uncle called us and said he had passed. But it was the first time he had all 5 of us together.
Man.
Yeah. In a long time. We had did it before, but this first time we all just kind of hung out with it.
God in His timing. Man, and I know he was probably so happy, huh?
Oh yeah, because we all went out there together. So
Mhm.
I think he was just waiting.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you're glad you went.
I didn't want to go at first.
Yeah, but I'm glad you did.
Yeah, my wife told me you better go.
Mhm.
Because my wife also lost both her parents. So
Mhm.
we have a joke in the house that we're the couple that has no parents.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, sometime to keep your sanity or keep your peace, you got to laugh at yourself
Oh
or
yeah.
make jokes, whatever, because it's reality. But with the reality, it's just life, and you have to go. And it's not being cold. It's not like, okay, okay, my mama and my daddy gone now. What? No, but some people, as I said in the funeral business, everybody grieves differently.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way to grieve. You just have to grieve. And so just that alone, a lot of people would have lost their mind, mother and father. But I've watched you. I've watched you. I've watched you in me and your aunt Artist would pray over you, and especially when you lost your wife. Now, I want to talk about that. Jalan's very real. He does his real talk too. And about 19 years ago, we did his wife. Beautiful woman. She committed suicide. Caught you totally off guard, was not expecting it. Can you tell a little bit about that story and how that affected you? And he has 2 children. Um, and how it just affected you as being a young man. And your wife didn't even say goodbye. It's just like she felt. And he told me, I just have to say this, I'm going to let him tell his story. They were scheduled to go to the zoo.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it was like, I can't do this. I'm ending my life. Tell a little bit about that.
Man, that was what she said, 19, it'll be 20 years this year.
Mhm.
Um, it just out the blue. I remember I woke up one morning and she was in the shower. I worked a long couple weeks in a row. Didn't have no days off. So I got up, she was in the shower. I sat on the couch and just passed out. Went to sleep.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then like I said, we were supposed to go to the zoo that day and she just never came back home.
Did you have a feeling that something was not right? It was off balance?
Not really.
Mhm.
Not at that moment, but as the day went by and I didn't hear from her at all, starts your brain starts going,
Mhm.
your
Mhm.
mind started playing tricks on me.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh no, she's all right. She's all right. Just going about my day. And then my auntie,
Mhm. Artist. Mhm.
she came to the house. And then my little cousin, 2 of my uncles,
Mhm.
a couple police officers.
Yeah.
Once I seen all them at the door,
You knew something. Yeah.
I told her, I remember, this only thing I remember saying to her is, I can't get a hold of her. And she told me, I know. We'll sit down.
Hmm.
I didn't want to sit down. And then they told me.
Mhm.
Then it happened at my mother's house. My mother found her. And I never seen her
Mhm.
in that state. So I don't have those memories of
Mhm.
that,
Mhm.
you know.
And that's good, baby.
Yeah.
That's something you'll never forget.
Yeah, no. And honestly, I didn't want to see her
Mhm.
like that. And then, like I was telling you before, the hardest thing I had to do that day was tell my 6-year-old son that his mother's never coming back. She's gone. I didn't tell him how at 6
Mhm.
I can feel it become.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we waited a couple years to tell him. But I dealt with that. It's real talk. So I'm real.
Mhm. Mhm.
I did a lot of drinking there.
Okay.
A lot of drinking. I found comfort in the bottle.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, that was a couple years, and then finally came out of it.
What made you realize I can't do this no more? I got to stop. Slow down.
We were eating breakfast and I told him to get the orange juice, and he said, "You want the other bottle too?"
Oh, man.
Reality. Reality hit. And it's like, okay, I don't wanna be that person.
How old was he when he said that to you?
Probably about 8,
Okay,
8.
okay.
Uh, and just the reality of one day you have a mom and dad,
Mhm,
now you just have a dad, but I gotta play both sides.
mhm,
I have to
mhm.
be the dad and the mom for a while. So, it was tough.
Yeah, me and I prayed for you, baby, because I knew you were just
Yeah.
you were in a place, and it's very people don't understand. No one's perfect until you've been there.
Mhm,
You can talk all the, oh, if it was me, I would have, or I can do this, but until you've been in a situation,
mhm,
you don't know how you will handle that. And yeah, we prayed over you because you were in a place. But you can't, I mean, when you look at a situation, it's like, Lord, I almost see why.
yeah.
But look where God's brought you from.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah, for
Mhm.
every dark moment is always a bright day.
Um, how do you think talking about mental health can really help? Especially you deal with a lot of men. A lot of men, they don't want to face issues. A lot of men want to act like they're strong when they're weak. You don't know how when I tell my families when they're grieving, especially men. If you have to leave the house and go for a ride or scream because you're gonna hurt.
Mhm.
And how do you think talking about mental health to people? Let me ask you this. Do you have different levels when you're talking, when you and your friends are talking? Are there higher levels of show enough mental? Or do you have like the low level and you're able to kind of do you have to go all the way out and say, look, this is what you got to understand? How is that talking to try to bring them to accept? Number one, I have a mental disorder. Number two, what can I do without feeling like, "Oh, Lord, there he come." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do y'all deal with that with people?
With us 3, we kinda understand each other. So it's a
Mhm,
little easier with us 3 because, like I said, we've known each other for
mhm,
especially
mhm,
me and Big Kenny. We grew up together since
mhm.
we like 10 years old.
Okay, okay.
Um, so I make jokes about stuff.
Mhm.
I joke a lot.
Yes, I know.
Joke a lot. And like, I've dealt with a lot of deaths. So
Mhm,
I even tell them like, oh man, such and such passed.
mhm,
You got another one. And they're
mhm,
like,
mhm,
what is wrong with you?
mhm,
But it's just how I express.
mhm.
And people accept it. Some people look at me crazy. But we dealing with it with other people, I kind of give them my testimony.
Okay,
Like
okay,
I've been there, especially in certain situations. If you lost your mother, I've been there.
okay,
It's pain.
okay.
And then I let them know if you need someone to talk to, call.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid to call. And at the same time, I need to reach out to them too to make sure they're okay. Because a lot of men won't admit they they're struggling,
Huh.
and just having them feel safe. I think that's the biggest thing. Feel safe, not judged.
Mhm,
It is like you said, with men, you got to be tough all the time.
mhm.
Why?
Come on, bring it.
Why do we need to be tough all the time? I need to be tough in certain situations, but I can also be soft too, and it's okay. And I think a lot of men have a hard time dealing with it, but we're trying to break that cycle.
Hey man, because there's nothing like I always say all the time, men love what they see, women love what they hear.
Mhm.
And a lot of times how they mess up, how you started out and complimenting, I love you, baby, or bringing flowers. It's like, well, she just my wife. We've been together so long.
Yeah.
But then you really don't know how you're really losing
Mhm.
in the end because, everyone wants to be loved and heard good things. But like you say, sometimes is pride. Men are so prideful
Mhm.
and women too. But you you don't have to be like the same, "Let's go to the drive-in, let's wa" you're going to the drive-in, but really ain't going to drive-in. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? You are, but you ain't, okay? That's real talk, okay? So, you're going on and you're doing this, but it's the same I won't say the same thing it took to get her to keep her.
Yeah.
It's just the simple things.
Mhm.
We're young, yeah, we go, we fly to the moon and back in our mind, we having fun.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody's gonna get old, child. Things gonna drive and go crazy now. But you have to be able to accept that and still love, even with the dysfunctions. Even sometimes it's the mental health, as long as you ain't whipping me, because it's on. Yeah. We all gonna have mental health in that house. So what I'm saying is, even with the dysfunctions, even things where you may have been in trauma and you having to drink, or the different things, or she's not nice to you anymore because she's tired and different things. But if you could hold on and just keep trusting in God and just say, okay, God. But then sometimes you can trust in God and stuff and you be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because one thing, when the women, when they get tired, when we live, the women, men will be the whole, baby, please. You be wrong, baby, please, Lord. Ooh, y'all know what I'm talking about now. Oh, baby, Lord, I didn't mean it, y'all. And the one be like, whatever. You didn't think about that last year.
Yeah.
So you have to realize there's a flip side. There's a good side. But we as couples, or we as people, we can flip that.
Oh.
And it's not always, baby, I can fix it.
Yeah, no, I can't fix everything.
I need you to talk to the men now. Give us some advice now. Because they need it. So come on, real talk now, baby. You be real talk. I need you to talk to the men about what does, because you and your wife, y'all are the most cutest couple. I mean, you're loving, and she was there after you lost your wife. You guys remarried, but what do you say, being a big, strong black man that loves his family? You're just a loving person, but you can go there now, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But what do you recommend to men that really don't? Maybe they haven't been loved. They don't know how to love. And they're trying, but then the woman is like, you ain't said nothing. What do you recommend to a man to get better in a relationship if they really want it? What do you recommend? What is it? Bringing flowers all the time? No, I'm not a flower person. I deal with flowers every day, 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Yeah, no.
But what do you recommend as a man to show that I love you? Even it's not all about sex and all that. Sometimes just a touch. Sometimes just to say, you know what? I'm glad you're in my life, and you might have been mad too last week or whatever, but some just encourage. And the woman needs to do it too. But I mean, what do you recommend? Because men are prideful. Men will hold things in. Men don't want to cry. You know good and well you think she leaving, you going to cry like a baby. But I'm a man. Nah, I'll be all right. Really? Then you older, or you might have cooked caught a long time ago. Get old. Don't anybody standing y'all looking at y'all. You be like, please, you want a young woman, sit down somewhere. But what do you recommend as you? I've seen you, how you love your wife. I've seen how the family, how the girl cousins, they love you because you don't have a problem hugging and doing that. What do you recommend for a man that really doesn't know how to love? Because maybe he hasn't been loved. What do you recommend?
Breaking the cycle. Letting someone in. Just gotta let them in. Just take down that wall just a little bit. Don't be all at once. Drop the wall a little bit. Let them know that it's okay. Let them know that you want to be loved. Don't be tough guy all the time. You ain't got to wake up tough and go to sleep tough.
Yeah.
Have emotional moments. Be okay. And let them know. Express yourself. Let them know I want to be loved.
Cool. The man say that or the woman?
The man.
Yeah. What do you say? How you supposed to say?
I want to be loved.
I want to be loved, baby. Y'all better take note now. This from a real G now, for real. He know. Okay, go.
You just tell him you want to be loved too. That you expect those things too. And then you know your woman. You know her. Simple things.
That's true.
Even if she don't like flowers, draw a picture of a flower.
Oh, that's sweet.
Clean up. Yeah.
Clean up what? Clean up the house?
Yeah.
I know that's right. Wash dishes.
Cook dinner one night. Have dinner ready for her when she get home.
With the candles and all that?
Yeah, you can do that. Or just, even if you want.
Have dinner. Come on, baby. It's time to eat.
Yeah.
But she know you done cook. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, simple thing.
Men, y'all listen now.
Yeah. Watch a movie with her. So can she want to. If you don't like it, just watch it.
That's how I see a lot of older people, even walking in the mall, holding hands, both of them crippled what they came. But that is so romantic to me, because...
Make sure you have a date night, at least every other week. if you can't do it there,
Oh,
just make sure you carve out time for each other.
okay, okay.
Yeah, make her feel special, make him feel special. At the
Okay.
end of the day, your kids is gonna leave,
That's true.
and it's gonna be you and that person.
Hmm.
But you can put all your time into everything else. You don't know who the other person is anymore.
Hmm. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we just make time for each other.
Hmm.
I think that's the biggest thing, and let them know I want to be loved too. You want to be loved, so do I. And let's love each other.
Yeah, I like that. That's very, very real talk because there's so much, I see so much hatred, even when I'm dealing with families. I've never seen so much coldness and dislike and dysfunction and just crazy things because we're in another time
Yeah,
where it's no love. I mean, you have some, but most of the time it's just crazy. And so I think that's very, very moving. You heard it from a big guy that loves his wife. I seen him, I watch him. I love his who he is. And you've been through a lot.
yeah,
And if you've been through a lot and what you've been through and still loving, child, anybody can do it.
yeah. Because at the end of the day, we all gotta leave sometime. And stuff you've been through, this is what I tell everybody. Even if you go through something negative, there's always a positive.
Come on, come on.
So just take that positive thing out and get rid of the negative and keep going forward.
Now, tell me this. What else do you all talk about in your men group that keeps it so positive? Give me, I know we talked about mental and different things, and I'm talking about relationships and how men really need to treat, and I guess women, how they need to treat their husbands too, if there's love to be brought in, if it's losing and it's meant to be. But what else do you all talk about that is positive to men? And I want you later on to give your podcast information so that more people can follow. Because when you got a man that's talking and positive and talking to men about men, that's awesome. When you told me that the other day, I said, no, you got to be on my show. Because, and I'm so glad you did because men, yeah, it's always women talking and stuff. And then you get, I mean, yeah, I want to talk about how they was shooting or how they was doing what. It's always negative. That's why I wanted my show, my podcast to be positive.
Yeah.
It's not how you start. See, when you started, you were broken. You were just like, Lord, what am I going to do? Am my wife gone? My mama, my daddy? What am I going to do? But it's not how you start. It's how you finish. And when you look at you and see you, and I've watched you, little boy, and I'm so proud of who the man you are. But yet going through, you could say, I ain't on about nobody. But you love on everybody. You are them like the matriarch of your younger generation, all your cousins. They just love you. And so that's awesome. So what other recommendations of your talking to the public with the men, what else do you all talk about that you can give some remarks about that to guide them?
Oh, we spend a lot of stuff in there. We'll talk about some sports just to
Okay, okay.
give it a little different twist.
A flavor.
Yeah, some
Mhm.
music. We just try to cover a lot of bases, but just the mental health is where we really focus.
Okay.
It's just to, and it helps all of us because we did a show about that, like how the podcast has helped us express more, just by
Mhm.
talking with each other.
Okay,
And
okay.
we do a check in with each other.
Oh, so what do you mean by that?
We check in, I see how you doing,
Okay, okay.
making sure you good.
Yeah.
We talk all this, but what are we doing behind the scenes?
Mhm.
It's easy to talk, but actions. So we just check in on each other. We get we got some email from people saying that they appreciate what we're doing.
Mhm.
'Cause I did a show. We did a show about losing my mom,
Mhm.
and I had a neighbor just lived around the corner or across the street from me. He sent me a text message, and he was like, "Man, thank you. Because I've been struggling with this." He
Mhm.
had lost his mom a year after
Mhm. Mhm.
and I really didn't know he had said it before, but really gonna put it together. He said it made him realize other things, that it's okay. So just hearing that positive feedback from
Mhm.
people,
Mhm. Makes it worth it.
oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just try to get as much positivity out there, and Even people negative, just smile.
Do you all talk to the youth? Do you all go places to talk to them?
Not yet. That's what we're striving for.
Okay.
We're striving to get there and talk to the youth, older people, younger people. We just want to reach everybody.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what our biggest goal is putting our words out there and helping someone. It could be one person, but we're helping someone.
Now, when you go back and rewind the tape of the people, children, men or something, what has been one of the worst cases where you can't shake it? You look at someone, you be like, Lord, they in a bad place. Have you had a case like that was like, man, I need to really try to help them?
Hmm.
So you never know the questions I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
I make you think.
Okay.
Come on.
I've ran across a couple of people like that. I work in the public, so I've seen a couple of people, and it's just something about them that or is off. But it's not a negative or.
Mhm.
It's they're crying for help,
Man.
and you just try to talk to them.
So when you say that, when you say they are crying for help, a lot of people are crying and you don't know, but you can watch their actions, especially if you're dealing in different situations. Because I can deal with grief and I can see that one has been good, that one is guilty, ain't been right. I can look, and it's something about, as my husband always says, guilty conscience and accusing. So if you guilty, I ain't gotta say a word, you know it.
Oh yeah.
And so that is so true when that comes to mind. But with these young people, what about, okay, you talk about men. Have you ever had where women have gotten on your show and they wanted to talk about men? Because you know what's sad to me? When you have mental, man, some of these poor women, it's a shame. I mean, they just be sitting. Then they got this one thing I seen. They giving them this new dope that they're doing. They acting like werewolves and stuff. You ever seen it?
Yeah.
Oh my, what's the name of that? So I can tell people now.
I don't know what the name is.
Crazy thing, crazy dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen it. It's horrible. And they rolling and gashing like they animal. Y'all better stop. Listen, they got stuff going around here. We don't know what's going on. We in the last days for real. And I'm not to change subjects, but yes, I do want to. How about this? If we don't know, God's not playing with us. That fire on Friday on the 4th of July, when that rain came, 26 feet of water in 45 minutes. And people were swept, came in the middle of the night like a thief in the night, like they said he could come anytime. And if we have not, I always say this, if you don't know God, you better get to know him. And if you do, you better get to know him better. Because if we don't see the signs, if that didn't show on Friday, that thing hit at 4:30, 26 feet. Soon it would have got to 6 feet. I would have been gone down the river. Because I'm scared of water anyway. 26, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, no.
God is not playing for real.
You just look around you, everything that's going on. In other countries here, it's coming.
It is. It is. So, those with different issues and mental health and evilness. And I've never seen, and we've grown up, I didn't see, we seen a few hobos, we throw rocks at them and run. They'd be done caught you, stabbed you to death now. But I'm just, we're in a different time now. And so it's just so sad.
It's negative.
It is. It is. And then no one in there. Friendly, what about the man he was stabbing homeless people, just going and stabbing them and killing them? And then when they got him in prison, then he killed his roommate.
Yeah, crazy. That's what it is, crazy. But mental health.
See,
We don't know what happened. What they don't do is they don't rehabilitate. They don't see why he did this. They just tell you he did this. We don't know why he did it.
He probably don't. Well, I hear some people say, well, I don't know, you done killed 5 people. I don't know why. I just wanted to. Really?
Man, some people just say it just to say it. So you leave them alone. But ain't nobody really sat down with a person and actually seen what was really going on.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they used to have mental institutions for people. And then I heard back in some time, they canceled all that. So you got all these people just walking around aimlessly and just it's sad.
Yeah. It's because people don't want to. Everybody's scared of each other. People scared to smile at each other.
You ain't speak no more.
No, I make sure I speak to everybody.
So
Ask, I give you a head nod, wave at you, say hi.
mm,
I'm always gonna smile.
that I tell people all the time, you don't know what your smile made because people are always looking down on people. And then when someone smiles, like, they smiled at me because people frown on me. And like I said, them people on Welton, I'm not Welton, but and you don't see none on Welton. But when we, the people downtown and the different things of what they're doing, and it's just sad. And so when you look at all of that and all the homeless, it's just is we're on another level. So in your recommendation, what's the first sign? People always say they can tell the first sign of dementia and Alzheimer's. What's the first sign that a person, if they don't know what they're feeling, everyone's different. But what's the first time that you can really say where, okay, watch out, it's starting to come up on you? What, from your experience, what do you see from that?
When people when they shut down, they don't talk as much anymore. They become quiet. They kind of go off to themselves a little bit. And now they're overthinking everything.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then you talk to them, but they listen to you, but they ain't really listening to you. They hear half of what you're saying because now mentally they're fighting themselves within. There's little signs that you can see that, like, all right, like, there's people I work with, be like, you all right today, man? You off? You ain't off. Your energy ain't right. They're like, oh, man, I just had a bad night. All right, man. If you need something, just holler at me. But I just let them know. If you need to talk, I can talk.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes after that, they're like, man, thanks. I just had a bad night. I'm good now, though. But it's just letting them know I see you and I'm acknowledging you.
And sometimes that's all they need, huh?
That's it. Somebody just to recognize them. Because everybody walks by people like that.
I know. Because I tell people all the time, those very people that you seeing on Colfax and Broadway, they're somebody's child.
Yeah.
And we have to have the compassion because you can't talk about nobody because you may have a cousin or somebody that's out there bad too. So we all have to kind of pray. I always smile. Some of them look at me crazy, like, you smiling at me? And then I say that, then I'll say, how you doing? And then, yo, hi.
It catches them off guard.
It does. It's so sad. We're in a peerless times, but I, I just thank you for coming on. And mental is just so deep now. This on another level. You hear people and they're just seeing and that I seen that one new dope they got and methamphetamine. I never will forget this where we did the young man. It was a black man and a Mexican. They were friends, and they were on Broadway. And someone had gave them a blue pill, and they out there homeless. Kind of their family said that he's kind of mental, and within 10 seconds they both dropped dead.
Yeah.
And so with that, and you don't know, and you're talking, and you get the people to babbling. I see them people, they be talking and getting mad at the cars, and I go the other way because you hit my car. But I just kind of avoid, and we're just in a bad place, and so we just need to pray and do what we can because prayer changes things. But we're in a place that prayer, 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 prayer changes things. It may take longer than it used to, but it still changes things. So, in our clothing, I thank you so much, but I need you to put your podcast information down. Tell them your email if they need to contact you. Heard it on Real Talk with Lequita Taylor now. He has a passion. His love is for the people. And I thank God for he and his friends that have came together to bring positive men doing positive things to get people positive to where they need to be. So if you'll tell your podcast information and your email.
It's our podcast is all sides of 5280. You get that on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, any of your platforms. Our email address is same, all sides of 5280 lequita.social@gmail.com.
Ooh, that show is long.
It
You say it
is.
one more time. Say it again. So they can get it. I need them to get it now. So they called me. I said, baby, I don't know. You used to go back and listen to the podcast now. Look on and tell it.
It's our email is all sides of 5280 social@gmail.com.
Okay. Okay. You all heard it. Thank God for my guest, Jelani. He's such a sweetheart. Jelon Turner. Look him up because they're doing some great things and he is really growing. And I thank God for men, any men that are trying to do for, especially our men. Our babies are lacking. They don't have it. We have girls, they talk about it, and girls are on a different level too. But we have people that are out there. Look, do some research. Find some people that are willing to help. And it's a passion. When you have a passion, you'll go that last mile. When it's just, "Oh, I want to have fame, I need some money." Okay, it's not going to work. So we need to get out there, people that really love and really trust God, that want to do right by the people. So I thank you, my baby. I thank you so much for being my guest today. And you all, we're about ready to get off, but I need you all, you share, subscribe, or just say you liked it. Just do whatever. Let me grow, honey. I'm growing gradually, and I thank God, but I need everyone to just kind of share. Spread the word because it's positive. Every program, every show that I will do, it will be positive. It may start out rough, but then I have the testimony for people can go back and say, I made it. I thank God, Sister Taylor, for that one man that you had on your show. He was talking about mental health and how he could help somebody. Somebody might have about ready to been snap and lose their mind. But because they mama might have heard about Jalan talking about what he knows about mental health and trying to help. So if you all just continue to pray for me as God is growing and blessing me. And again, we're doing all we can to make positive thoughts for positive things. So until we talk, good night. I love you. Thank you again. Being with Lequita Taylor. Real talk now. Good night.